Larkin. Come on, try it again. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I mean, it's always a great day in Charlotte when we're doing something like this, and I'm just really glad that we're able to do it in person, socially distanced. I'm going to check with my health department. Where's Gibby and the health department? Give them a hand for the work that they've done. If there's anything that you remember about this past year, remember the Mecklenburg Health Department and the way that they've had the leadership in this effort to make a difference, and they're to be commended and thanked in so many ways. So, but we'll do that another way. I hope Commissioner Dunlap is taking consideration. Compensation is always a good thank you note. All right. Seriously, I am Vi Lyles, and I want to thank you for being here this morning. We're here to discuss one of the most important issues in our community, violence intervention. And we're talking today about the partnerships that we've formed, the steps that we're taking to make our city a safer place, particularly Beatties Ford Road. I'd first like to recognize Councilmember Malcolm Graham, District 2, but also someone that knows Beatties Ford Road very well, who has walked from one end of the Beatties Ford corridor down to 5 Points, walked it and learned more about it. But he's been here forever, so he started at Johnson C. Smith. He just happened to get lucky and be on the city council. I'm not sure if that's a promotion or not. I also want to recognize our District 1 council member, Larkin Eggleston. He, too, rides a bike instead of walks. But he travels over the city to make sure that those things that we're doing are aligned with our voices and where we are present as well. But again, we're here to talk about violence interruption. We're here to talk about a safer city. And then also County Commissioner Chairperson George Dunlap is here to make a special announcement. He is going to do the big reveal, the new name of our joint city and county partnership program in this effort. When it comes to violence and interruption in Charlotte, we all know, we don't have to think about this, we all know that there's no single fix to this problem. Instead, we're dealing with this issue in every possible angle that we can. And that's what we believe is an all-in approach to community safety. So we've launched our Safe Charlotte initiative, and not only launched it, we've put $1 million behind the implementation of Safe Charlotte, the recommendations that are essential. The city has created a community violence dashboard to track indicators of violent crime and to better understand what we can do and how we can do it. And we need to provide that data to our partners and make sure that everyone has the opportunity to learn from the work that we're doing. We've rolled out the Corridors of Opportunity program, which focuses on 6 key corridors, and crime reduction is essential to that revitalization. When we talk about making our city a place for everyone, that means we have to include everyone, and this is what this program does. Last month, the city announced 17 community-based organizations that will receive $50,000 in grants through the Safe Charlotte program. I want to say congratulations to each of the winners. Their groups specialize in a wide variety and array of services for children, teenagers, and victims of violent crime. One is here today, Fran Hall from the Beatties Ford Road Vocational Center. Fran, where are you? She's been on Beatties Ford Corridor before, and I have to say this, I'm going to tell her myself, Fran. She called me one day and I was like, oh, I just don't think we can do another thing. But today I have to apologize and say we're going to do many, many things, Fran. And thank you for hanging in there and letting me catch up with you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're counting on each organization to do what you do in stopping this epidemic in our community. Now, before I hand over the microphone to Chairman Dunlap, I'd like to acknowledge one more partner that's a key to this initiative, and really in many of the programs that we do at the city. The United Way of Central Carolinas is a tremendous resource and a huge part of the work that's going to take place. And today, Chief Impact Officer Catherine Furman Sellers, where is Catherine? Is she here? If she's not here, it's because she's working on the program already. So, the work that you have done at the United Way as administrator of the grant application process has been critical to the success, and I want to thank the staff and the board of the United Way of Central Carolinas. Again, thank you to all of our partners who are with us. You're going to make a difference. And now I'm pleased to introduce someone that really needs no introduction, Chairman George Dunlap, Mecklenburg County. Thank you, Commissioner Dunlap.
Thank you, Mayor Lyles. Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, for whatever reason, I just have to tell some things. And one of the things you'll find out is that we partner with a lot of people to make this happen. And one of the groups that we're partnering with is the Green Light Foundation. And I have to tell this story everywhere I go. I was her DARE teacher. And now I don't know what happened. Since that time, you used to have my DARE book. You still got it? All right. I just want to make sure. All right. I will say that in the absence of my colleagues, we had a conflict this morning. Most of them are on a tour with our sheriff to tour the sheriff's facilities and his operations, so they are not with us this morning. But I do want to acknowledge the presence of our health director, Ms. Gibby Harris, and our deputy director, Dr. Renard Washington. I also want to thank the members of the Charlotte City Council. It's always interesting when you're on Zoom and you walk out the door and the same people you're on Zoom with end up in the same place. But Malcolm Graham and Larkin, did I do it right that time? Larkin, excellent. Larkin always said, well, you always put an S on my name. As Mayor Lyles mentioned, today is an important day in the city of Charlotte and in Mecklenburg County as we strive to bring an end to the violence that is plaguing our neighborhoods in various communities. Violence has a domino effect, oftentimes leaving trails of trauma in its path, not only for its victims, but also for the community at large. Today, as chairman of the Mecklenburg Board of County Commissioners, I am pleased to unveil a new violence interruption program that is specifically designed to reduce the incidences of violence along Beattisford Road and LaSalle Street corridors in West Charlotte. The Alternatives to Violence program, also known as ATV, will launch in mid-July. The program is the result of a joint partnership between Mecklenburg County, the City of Charlotte, Youth Advocate Program, also known as YAP, the public health nonprofit Cure Violence Global. Now, ATV will use Cure Violence Global strategies of interrupting violence before it happens and to hopefully keep violent acts from reoccurring. The strategy will involve the enlistment of trained community members to act as violence interrupters to detect conflicts while identifying and treating high-risk individuals and changing social norms. The program would not be possible without the support of our national nonprofit Green Light. Green Light is known for partnering with data-driven, evidence-based programs to address specific challenges within communities in hopes of leading to a long-lasting systemic change. Prior to investing in ATV, Green Light has partnered with the City of Charlotte to invest in parent-child and early childhood literacy programs and Center for Employment Opportunities. And we now are excited to have the organization's support as we join a list of major cities across the United States to implement violence interruption models among their crime prevention strategies. So on behalf of Mecklenburg County, I want to thank Greenlight for seeing the value in this new endeavor. The city and the county will co-host a safety summit for Beatties Ford Road residents on Thursday, June 10th, to provide the community an update on resources coming to their community and how to use them and how to get plugged in. The safety summit will take place at 6 p.m. You can also visit mecnc.gov for more information. So thank you again for your coming today. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to the YAP president, Mr. Gary Ivory.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, Mayor Lyles, and thank you, Commissioner Dunlap, and congratulations to all of the Safe Charlotte winners. Partnerships with programs like yours are key to the success of this initiative. Ms. Hall, I'm looking forward to working to both hearing about and working with you on the Beatties Ford Road Vocational Trade Center. Our Alternatives to Violence team will definitely be connecting with you, and we appreciate everything that you have done in this community. In fact, thank you to every individual and organization working day to day, many of you for many, many years, to interrupt violence in the Beatties Ford Road corridor and throughout Charlotte and Mecklenburg County. Youth Advocate Programs, Inc., known as YAP Inc. around the country, has been working for over 40 years to help to reduce crime and violence in neighborhoods across the country. Alternatives to Violence is designed to supplement existing public safety and community safety efforts and fill a critical gap that we know exists in this community. YAP's history of developing alternatives to violence programs is what has led us to develop a partnership with the juvenile justice system and the child welfare system here in the city of Charlotte and in Mecklenburg County. We do this, our model, is by hiring people within the neighborhoods we serve and partnering with all of the indigenous people in that neighborhood, the faith community, the nonprofit community, the business community, and all of those in a partnership. YAP is national. We're in 30 states. We're in Washington, D.C., but we're also hyper-local. So today you're going to hear about what we're doing locally here and what we have been doing for the last couple of years. About a year and a half ago, we hired a team of 7 advocates to partner with the Mecklenburg County Youth Recovery Court to launch a local family-based alternative to youth incarceration. That program, led by Malik Glover, who's here with me today. Malik, please stand up. Malik's going to be leading our local efforts and has been leading our local efforts here. And thus far, we've served 30 young people to develop an alternative to violence, an alternative to out-of-home placement for those young people, and it's been very successful. Today, we're honored to expand our services by partnering with Charlotte and Mecklenburg County to launch the Alternatives to Violence program here in the Beatties Ford Road community. I'm happy to say that the application process is underway. We're going to be hiring 6 people who will be violence interrupters and outreach specialists or credible messengers. They're going to be hired from within the target neighborhoods. We always believe in neighborhood-based recruitment, so we're going to be recruiting those persons from within the neighborhoods. Inherent in YAP's mission is a goal to eliminate violence by addressing the root causes of violence. And so we will be doing that through our many years of successful programs in Chicago, Baltimore, D.C., and now Charlotte and Mecklenburg County. The key to the success of YAP's program is to hire people from the communities from which we are serving them. YAP employs all kinds of people from, like we like to say, from GED to PhD. So we're hiring people that are change agents that have a big heart, want to help improve their community and get good outcomes. We're looking for employees who model the kind of change and behaviors that we're looking for. Again, people with a big heart and with real compassion and commitment to change. Our Alternatives to Violence staff will connect individuals with resources that they need. Those resources could be housing related, health related, mental health, substance use, whatever they need to get on a successful path. We're going to do that. And we're going to be on call 24/7 so that anytime there's any incident that occurs or we can prevent it, we're going to have staff that are going to be available and accessible at all hours. Lastly, I'd like to say that we're currently in the process of hiring 6 full-time people. The key thing that we're looking for is people that don't give up and people that are going to be a resource and be on call 24/7. We believe at YAP that all people, all young people and families have strengths, and that we're going to help to build on that and help to build a solid foundation. To all of the businesses and philanthropists who may want to help, please know that there are many ways. We will be looking for job opportunities for people, as well as helping to build up the neighborhood by compensating young people who work in their neighborhood. So we're going to be creating jobs and giving stipends to young people so that they can have an alternative to the underground economy and an alternative to violence. We hope to begin making job offers in the next few weeks. We are continually taking applications for our violence interrupters. If you're interested, please go to www.yapinc.org. Again, that's www.yapinc.org, where you can see how you could join the team of YAP violence interruption workers as well as outreach workers. Thank you so much, and we look forward to the partnership.
Well, I'm getting so old now, I can't do without my glasses. Good morning, everyone. My name is Frances Hall, the Executive Director and founder of the Beatties Ford Road Vocational Trade and Family Counseling Center. I would like to thank Mayor Lyles, Commissioner Dunlap, the representatives of United Way, YAP, Green Light, and all those that are partnered together to make Charlotte a better place for us to live. I thank God for this opportunity to be a part of what we're doing in Charlotte today. For the past 13 years, I've been on Beatties Ford Road providing mental health and substance abuse services to those that are suffering with mental health and substance abuse issues. 21 years of my life, I also worked as a construction provider, as a subcontractor. And in 2016, with the assistance of my 2 sons and several minority contractors, we opened the Beatties Ford Road Vocational Trade Center, where we provide an opportunity for young men and women to learn trades that can lead to a career in an industry that is suffering for skilled laborers or skilled craftsmen. I want to also thank these 2 young people right here, Isaiah Shalom, who is our mentor, and also our foot patrol person in the community, and Miss Lisa Hanami, who is our recruiter. I knew that I was going to need the assistance of young people. I'm 63 years old now, and the young people told me, Miss Hall, you got to get with it. So I got some young people to help me get with it. Opportunity is the key. And I truly believe that as the city of Charlotte and the county work towards ending violence in our community, we can provide opportunity for those who are affected by educational and financial inequities. Charlotte, I believe, can be an example to these United States that when we offer our people opportunity to soar, they soar. When we provide true opportunity for people to utilize their God-given talents, those talents make room for them on this earth. The Beatties Ford Road Vocational Trade and Family Counseling Center is willing to collaborate with the city and the county to make our city a place where people truly help our brethren who are in need. Again, I thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with the city and the county to make our city a better place to live and raise our families. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hall, Mayor Lyles, Chairman Dunlap, Mr. Ivory. Before we open it up to questions, we do have a table over here with some alternative to violence gifts that you all are welcome to stop by and pick up. And at this time, we will open it up for questions. If you will, before you ask your question, if you'll identify who it's to, we'll appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so currently we're in the hiring again process, and once we get those 6 persons hired, we will take them through rigorous training by Cure Violence, and we'll train them in our approach as well. That process is going to take 4 to 6 weeks, and once they're trained and staffed, they will be a lot of taking them around the particular neighborhoods we're going to serve, meeting with local nonprofits and leaders within those communities. And then within 6 to 8 weeks, we'll be ready to do the official launch. At that, we're going to start identifying people that we're going to serve, young people 14 to 25. They could be older than that, younger than that. We're going to begin to engage them in one-on-one and group intervention. And we're also going to be on call again to help to interrupt any violence that we know is may be occurring, to try to prevent that from happening. So that's kind of a process over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So we have those 6 because that's what, at this point, we have the budget will allow for us to initially engage with. We're adding a strong economic development component to that as well. But we think that's a really good start. And we think the overall plan of the city of Charlotte that has been developed by these great city leaders is a great plan, and we just look forward to being a part of that. It's a very comprehensive strategy, as you know. So it's 6, but we think we can begin to reduce crime in those areas with those 6 people.
Any question for Mayor Lyles? Mayor Lyles, there was some criticism earlier on that the program hadn't been launched sooner. Did the pandemic play a role in getting this program off the ground?
Thank you for the question. The question was, did the pandemic play a role in getting this program off the ground? I think the pandemic caused so many missed opportunities that we're trying to catch up on. So, of course, it did play a role in it. But more importantly, what played a role in it were the people in this community that came out and said that we need to do something differently. And I would say that most of this work has been done by partnerships, and a lot of people that came forward and said this is the methodology that we should choose. We vetted a number of opportunities, different people, different programs, and the one that provided the best data and the highest level of collaboration with the neighborhoods was the chosen choice. And I believe that doing it right, there's a saying in the world of go slow to go fast. We went slow to go fast, and now today we are ready to start rapidly.
Any other questions?
So anyone who can answer, why specifically focusing on the Beatties Ford neighborhood at first to start the program, and anyone who can answer that first?
Many of you know that several of us have been, and I remember when Beatties Ford Road was a neighborhood made up of middle-class African Americans, and that was before I-77 came through and interrupted the neighborhood. I remember when Johnson C. Smith was a premier university, still is, but one of the universities that people came to because they were proud to be a part of Charlotte and the educational system that the university provided. Many of you remember the glory days of West Charlotte. So why Beatties Ford Road? Because I believe that the people that live along Beatties Ford Road believe that we can recapture what we mean as culture of the African American community and improve upon it. So the reason that Beatties Ford Road was chosen is because it's historical, the residents are ready for it, and it also has some of those problems that we've identified that we really need to adjust. Nobody's forgotten last time when we had the Beatties Ford Road cars and the killings along St. Catharines. I mean, that's just not acceptable. The faith community, the residential community, the county, and the city have said that this is a community that we want to be able to hold up in the way that we hold up any neighborhood in Charlotte. And that's why Beatties Ford Road was chosen.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.